Simmons.
Yes, sir.
How did it all come about that your involvement with this project?
He was talking about doing something and really breathing some fresh life into the colored section album. But while he was talking about it, I always, I know Donnie is a stickler for vocals, but one thing I can do is I can sort of run things and get things together with a band overall, but all he needed was the rhythm section brought together, and I felt like, oh, that's all I have to do for him. This will be a dream, and I'm happy to do it. Of course, always a little more work than we kind of imagined at first, but it was really that. Like, I knew how much, when he was doing all this with all these different singers, I was like, well, look, let me just hold down the other part for you. Saying to him, let me hold down the rhythm section for you, let me get it together, you just tell me who you want, let me go get them, let me get them rehearsed, and then you tell me when the full rehearsal is. So it was him coming to the room and hanging out, talking, and
well, you're being modest because the YouTube is already out there showing that y'all were scrambling, and to say that it's just the rhythm. I mean, the arrangements on the original CD are monstrous.
Yes, they are.
The vocals are monstrous. Lyrically, it's monstrous, and so you did a lot more than just provide him with a rhythm section. This place, tonight, a lot of energy, as much talent sitting in the audience enjoying the show as on the stage.
I really think that having events like this that are special, it may not be the concert of 400 people, but we're going to have 100 devoted people that are going to get an experience unlike most really get with live music at this particular time, So I think that this is going to be good for the music scene in that it adds a different perspective for live in studio as opposed to in the in the club and loud.
You saw him perform again tonight. You heard his chops are still good.
Yes.
Is he back on the scene to stay? Is he back to make his impact? I know he has a project he's working on.
Oh yes. Well, his new album, the songs are brilliant. I mean, they're spectacular songs. I mean, spectacular, and it's really a soundtrack to a musical he's written. So they also have, a different life to them because it is really musical theater. What I think is that Donnie is definitely back around, and I think he's back around in a more interesting capacity, because I think he's back as a performer. I really think that he's back as a director. Donnie is, the furthest thing you could get from a separatist. He likes when everybody's all together. He really does have a spirit for bringing people together. Ultimately, he does, And I think that really the director, Donnie, is really what's going to be more prevalent, or as prevalent as the singer-performer Donnie.
Any words for your longtime friend and this evening? Now you're on,
now,
you're on the other side of this evening.
On the other side of this evening.
Share some words with Donnie.
Love from many, if not all, never, ever, ever has to be questioned. And devotion to the person and to his gift is undying.